My name is Tom Greek. My pool company at the time was no longer dealing with the landscape part of it, which was originally the deal. So I went on the house website and I found Weisz Selection. My wife and I's vision was we sat down with Jason and we said we like a tropical look. We came from California, so we like that tropical look, as tropical as we could go in Texas, knowing that the weather, the frost and all that. So we sat down with him, he came back with the drawing and we agreed upon it. The best part of it is it feels like we're in a resort, like we're now living in a resort, like we don't need to go anywhere. We're on vacation anytime we come in the backyard. Thought we needed some privacy from our neighbors, so we came up with the idea of putting in these magnolias to block some of the site, have some privacy when we're in the pool area, when we're using the backyard. Put some big trees to where the neighbors, we're kind of blocking the neighbor's view. So, I always knew I wanted a putting green, but we were going to have just real grass out here, and we decided that we didn't want all the mud. I have 3 animals, so the animals have been dragging the mud in the house for 8 months now because of the pool and all that. So my wife and Jason sat down and decided, hey, we're going to go with artificial turf. Make it almost like a real golf course to where you could play from anywhere in the backyard, and it's fantastic. Not just a putting green, it's also a little golf course. As far as the turnaround goes, it was about a month and a half, I believe, from start to completion, which was way more than I could have hoped for. We ordered something, and the very next day it seemed that it was here, the guys were working and getting it completed, which was fantastic. Yeah, so as far as finding plants that looked good in our backyard and would survive the cold weather, we met Jason at the landscape place and we walked around for about an hour, hour and a half, and he went over everything. He knew exactly what every plant was, the name of it, which was very surprising to me. And he knew what was frost tolerant. The best part of dealing with Jason was that he was either in contact with me or I was in contact with him. There was constant communication. Which I've never had before, and it's fantastic. I need that, because I need that constant feedback saying, okay, we'll be here tomorrow, we'll be here today, this is what's happening. It's just fantastic.
Hi, my name is Jason Weisz, president of Weisz Selection Landscape Company. So the obstacles that we ran up against was heavy traffic in the front street. So when we'd have deliveries, we had to do a lot of maneuvering so that we could keep the traffic flow on the street open. Staging material here. This project's a very big project. There's over 98 trees here at this location itself. There's over 260 yards of soil brought in here. There's over 150 yards of gravel that has been brought in here for the synthetic green. So with all that, the coordination, the delivery of that material, the execution of bringing it from the front to the back, was key for this project. So with all of our clients, we always meet at the nursery, and I believe that a client should see the plants before they actually are brought out to their house. And the reason for that is a lot of people don't have the time to go to the nurseries, and so they'll do an online search of plant material, and they really don't understand what they're getting because they can't see the true image of the plant online. So by taking the time, an hour to an hour and a half, not only are you getting to see the customer's reaction to plants, but you're able to socialize with them to find out what their favorite colors are, what kind of really plant material needs to go for their house. So basically we're almost an interior decorator, but we're on the outside. So we're taking plant material that they like and we're coming up with a scheme so that when we place our plants with the primary, secondary, tertiary levels, that we're meeting their colors that they like. The maintenance, all this here is low maintenance. That was a big thing for him, so we installed weed fabric to keep weeds from popping up, which will allow this landscape to stay beautiful like this without having to spend a lot of money with a landscaper of coming week after week after week. I mean, this is a very expensive project, so could you imagine the maintenance cost that comes along with this? Our client likes to come out here and enjoy the backyard, and so we did what we could to make sure that everything met what they wanted to do in their backyard. For the transformation of your project, give us a call at Weisz Selection.